Hey, welcome to me and my daughter's podcast.
No, what are you doing?
This
Brace.
is, yep.
Happy New Year. Just
Happy,
be normal.
crappy New Year. Crappy New
Why?
Year. And
It
wait,
just started. How could it be crappy already?
it's. Do be honest with them, Liz. Has it
What?
just started? It started by the time they listen to this, but it
Yeah.
hasn't started by the time we're recording this.
Well, shh. That's called
Anything
movie
could happen.
magic.
Anything could happen between now and tomorrow.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you have any predictions for the new year? Like, let's do a vibe check. What's your vibe check on 2024?
I think 2024 is probably going to be the greatest year in human history. I am predicting bounties, utopia.
Okay.
I think that people will invent new ways to be content. I think the internet is going to bring us many surprises and hijinks. And I think that there's going to be a new kind of money.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like a new form of money that we haven't even thought of yet.
That's great because I had written down bountiful cornucopia.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very similar to where you're going.
Yeah.
With this whole thing.
I think the girls are going to do something different this year too.
Well, we like to keep you on your toes.
I definitely keep me on my toes because I'm tiptoeing around on fucking eggshells whenever these women are. You can't hug people anymore. And it's crazy because you can hug women, but you have to do it over one arm over the shoulder, and you kind of like touch your shoulders. It's like a football maneuver.
Sorry, what's the other?
The other one
under?
is no. I form an X with my hands, one over each shoulder.
Oh, you're doing a double over.
A double over, and I keep the crotch
kind of like a bear claw.
Extremely far. But I bring my nipples as close as possible.
Sure.
And I go.
Yeah, chest to chest, bear claw, butts out.
My butt is. I look like I'm at a gym or something. Like my shit is out like that. I'm like.
Yeah.
I look like I'm about to fucking.
You're going horizontal.
Do whatever they do with the football between the legs. Hike a football.
Yeah. You're going into. Yeah, you're doing a little pike.
And then I go back and I hands on the shoulders and I say, you can do anything.
Okay.
You could be an astronaut.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Or you could be a janitor. I think
the open and you just tell people, hey, you can do anything.
You can do anything.
No one knows what to do with that. What are you saying? Is that like in life in general? You mean right this moment?
To me?
And it's all yes.
It's all yes.
That's what we're saying. 2024, it's all yes.
It's all yes.
Unless, sometimes it's no.
I got to tell you, Liz, I feel like you told me a long time ago in confidence, but I'm going to reveal it on the podcast. Oh, you told me that everything is permitted. Everything. That when it comes to like that for you, there are no boundaries. There are no rules.
This is getting weird very quickly.
Are no laws that like anything, as long as it serves the power of Liz, anything is okay. And we should get to why we're doing this.
Why are we doing this? We have gone so far off the rails.
We should introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm Liz.
My name is Brace. We are joined by producer Young Chomsky, and the podcast is called...
It's called TRUEANON.
Hello.
Here's the thing. This is not a podcast.
This is a podcast, but this isn't a TRUEANON episode.
In the greater, the royal we version, this is the podcast.
Yes.
This right now, what we're doing right now, it's not a podcast.
What is the royal we version of that?
People know what I mean.
I know that. Okay.
Someone knows what I mean.
Is this going to be numbered?
Do you know what I mean?
Is this who are you nodding, shaking your head to? Are you shaking your head to both of us? I can't see who you're pointing to.
No,
you're pointing to Liz in my screen, but I know in Liz's screen you're pointing to me. Anyways, so this won't be a numbered episode, which is good because I'm unique. I have an identity. I am a person. I'm a human being. This is an advertisement. This is advertorial, actually, Liz, is what we're doing right here.
That's nice. Do people still do those? Oh, I guess that's influencer content.
Everything is advertorial now.
No one calls it advertorials, though.
Yeah, that's that kind
of. You know what they used to also call things?
What?
You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love it so much. I can't wait to see your reaction.
Beep! Jesus Christ, Liz!
That's so mean. No, they used to call it. They used to call them MAGAlogs.
MAGA-logs?
Yeah.
Oh, because like what's the log from? Wait.
Catalog. Isn't that
Oh.
awful?
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
awful.
sucks. That sucks dick.
Yeah,
I'll
it
say
does.
that.
So this is an audio MAGAlog
This is an
because we're
audio.
going MAGA.
We are going back. We're gonna make America great again.
We're going to make America great again with a new product that we're unveiling today.
We are doing TRUEAnon themed style red Make America Great Again hats that you wear thinking that you're being clever, but then everybody who sees you on the street just sees that you're wearing a MAGA hat and is like, that's kind of crazy, and then walks closer to you and then sees it says something like decolonialize this or whatever. America. Turtle Island again.
Yeah.
That's actually, I'm lying. We're not
Make gender women again.
Yeah, or the opposite.
Yeah. Well, we sell both.
We sell both. We should
always
sell in every MAGA hat.
This is like when we would read concert dates. This is how I feel right now.
Because we're just talking. Listen, it's neat. We have been working. I will say this. This is in all truth. We have been working like dogs. And I don't mean the kind of dogs that you sit around and pet and take on walks, or if you sometimes some people have sex with. We're talking about the dogs they have in Alaska that function in the similar manner that horses do in terms of carriages. We've been working like the dogs that take people around on them little sleds.
Yeah, or that round up the sheep.
Although I used to live with one of those dogs and he didn't work very hard.
Well, you weren't on a farm.
I wasn't on a farm, but I was surrounded by motherfucking sheep, as I might be right now. Unless you change my mind. But where were we going with this? Oh, we've been working really fucking hard behind the goddamn scenes in order to bring you something that is coming out very soon.
Well, we're announcing it today.
Oh yeah, that is what this is.
Yeah, and you probably will have seen something about it even before you've heard this, which I think is great for you. But it's called Storm the Capitol, the board game.
We are putting out a board game based around the events of January 6, 2021. Now, Liz, you were there that day.
Yes. So I was there when in the kind of making of this game, I was there to make sure that it all stuck to very accurately to what the intense experience was like.
Liz is kind of like those Vietnam vets they would have on hand to be like, oh no, we didn't burn the village like this or whatever. No, but January 6th was, in all honesty, any joking aside, was so fucking funny.
Yes.
It was, I think, probably I'm not going to say one of the best days of my life, because I've had plenty of great days that didn't involve January 6th. But in terms of watching something on TV, I think that was the best day of watching things on TV I've ever had in my life.
A true carnival of American curiosities.
It was a fucking freak show.
A slice of life.
Yes, and what a slice and what a life it was. And so, we've been talking and the only, a lot of people called it 9/11, right? I was like, it was the new 9/11, which I don't really love.
I feel like that's disrespectful to 9/11. I'm just going to say.
I'm going to say very disrespectful, because it was, now that we use 9/11 as a metric to in terms of numbers of people die.
Stop doing that.
There's 8 people that died in January 6th, and only 5 of them died that day. And most of them died from being too excited.
I'm going to be real. I thought it was way less than that.
It's like, did you die from January 6th or did you die at January 6th?
Well, from was just the one, right?
And what a one it was. Sure. Good Lord.
But the others were all at or nearby. And I feel like if we're using that imagine if on 9/11 they were like, how many people died nearby 9/11?
Exactly.
And they included it.
Because it's like, okay, so you died in Midtown because you choked on a fucking a sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
And then don't get me started on COVID-19, but though it's maybe for another time. Kind of also a 9/11 event, but longer. Anyways, we're putting out a board game based on the events of January 6, 2021. In this board game, you play as one of 6 Patriots, non-actionable characters. They are, I'm going to say, 3-dimensional, and I think I can stick by that, but I realize I don't really know the difference between 3 and 2-dimensional. But
that's very fascinating, but we'll say this just to get you off of get you off the hook there. They're three-dimensional in the sense that they're very well-developed characters.
Yes, that is straight facts, Liz. They are very well-developed characters who are based on nobody in particular. And you play, and there's Patriots. You play as one of 6 of the Patriots. This is a game that you have to play with all of your many friends, which I'm sure you have. The goal of the Patriots in this game is to go from room to room, overturning desks, and you either get an event card, which plays out a wacky little event, or you get ballots, which are the game's equivalent of points, or there is nothing under the desks. And unfortunately, you go, oh no, there was nothing under there, and you have to keep going. In the game, you have to get 100 ballots and then make it to the roof where Donald J. Trump whisks you away in his helicopter, and you change the results of the 2021 election. Now,
or ratify the real results of the 2020 election, depending on what you think happened there.
That is very, very, very true. And this game, we do want to stress, again, not joking, this game is for every single person in America on every single side of every single political issue. And one player plays as the Capitol Police. The goal of the Capitol Police officer is to prevent any of the Patriots from getting 100 ballots and getting whisked away by Donald J. Trump on the roof. You have to prevent them from doing that by the end of the 10th turn of the game, at which point the National Guard tank, which has been moving, it's like sort of the turn counter, has gotten to the 10th, and you win the game, and the Patriots lose, and Joe Biden becomes president. The game is very fun, I think. I played it so many times.
It's very fun. It's very silly. It's goofy. It's a riot of a time. I think it's going to cause a cultural coup.
I think so too. I do genuinely think, I think that everybody can enjoy it. This is like the first, I feel like I usually have lived my life around trying to make people mad at me. And now I think I'm doing the opposite of I'm trying to be like, I am not mad at anybody.
Wow.
What?
That's growth.
It's growth. I forgive everybody involved in January 6th. But it is a very fun game. We developed it in conjunction with our friends from Creamhound, and we are putting out a limited TRUEANON edition of the game.
Yeah, it's super exclusive, aka only available at TRUEAnon.com. Super, super, super limited quantities. Can't stress that enough. We really anticipate a lot of people really liking this, and we want people who are our listeners and our fans and our supporters for so long, hello you guys, to be able to get a copy before it sells out. So we are letting you know here first that it will be available on, of course, naturally, we had to do it, January 6th.
That's right.
2024.
At what time?
I don't know if we decided yet.
I think it's noon.
Well, we can talk about it.
We'll
let you know. I'm going to say that sounds fine. Noon Standard, whatever.
You're just calling it standard?
I don't know. Noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. How about that?
Let's do that. Because listen, I don't like it when people release things at 9 a.m. Eastern. Because, from the West Coast, 6 a.m.
Well, some of us get up early.
Some of us don't.
Well,
and this is a game for everybody.
That's why they say you snooze, you lose.
That is, they do fucking say that. But I snooze all the time, and I'm a motherfucking... Anyways, it is coming out on January 6th. Like Liz said, it is a very, very limited TRUEANON edition of the game. And I think you guys will enjoy it very much. It is it has been a journey playing this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And... it's going to heal the nation.
Well, that's another thing, too, is because people always talk about, what products changed everything. I'm going to be honest with you. The ones I can think of, peanut butter.
Sure.
I think the wheel was crazy. Fire was, I don't want to say it, but fire. Yeah. And I think that...
You know which one went crazy, too?
What?
Glue.
Glue?
Yeah.
That was fucked, because before that, you had to tie shit with twine. Yeah. You know what else? I think a product that I really wish I had invented, unfortunately, the only guy I can think of that has these is the dude that killed his wife. But those things, when you lose your legs, they kind of put blades underneath them, like pogo stick kind of bouncy things.
Yeah.
That's crazy they did that.
Also Botox.
Botox is, I don't really get how that works though, but it's cool. I'm not say cool, but it's crazy they did that.
It is crazy.
BBLs, I mean, while we're on the topic, is also
That's
nuts
too much,
that they
though.
can.
I think that was you flew too close to the sun on that one.
That one, I do feel like people pushed it too far and then they had to reel it back.
Yeah.
They should
also,
be.
it's a very dangerous procedure. I don't actually think that's a good example.
Well, I don't remember exactly what we're giving an example. I was just kind of inventing
cigarettes. Because you got your own little can there that fits the chip, which is very cool.
They did chips in a new way, which I feel like outside of Doritos 3D, really.
Those were not very good.
Those were really good. I used to eat Doritos 3D in the garage, so my parents wouldn't see me.
They're too pokey, too sharp.
What are you talking about? No, they're soft. They're like pillows. To me, you know how people
the combo.
I don't know how to describe the way that a lot of people dress now, but you know how people dress in like big hoodies, but they're made out of like a kind of like. There's a lot of they're really big clothes, but they look like it's like LA seeming to me. That's like made out of like this crazy sweatpants kind of material. You know what I'm talking about? It's like people wear giant. It's kind of like how Billie Eilish dresses, but that's not.
It's just giant sweatsuits.
No, but it's like a giant sweatsuit, but it's like made out of a material. It's like soft looking or whatever.
It's not terry cloth.
It might be terry cloth.
It's just sweatshirt.
If they're pills, there's a lot of pills on them.
Maybe a fleece.
Anyways, those all look like Doritos 3Ds to me. So it's like when I used to see skate shoes, they would remind me of Sbarro's pizza. And when I see, maybe I'm a synesthesia. Like when I see clothes, it reminds me of different foods that they kind of look like. So I think
do a TikTok about that.
I think I have synesthesia.
Is it the skate shoes? Because they're kind of like flat and wide. They look like the Sbarro box.
They're like fatty. They look like because I hadn't seen that big of pizza at that point in my life. I was like 12. I hadn't seen pizza.
Was Sbarro that big or was it the box? See, this is kind of a Pringles situation. They also invented a box for their pizza.
Pringles? Oh, Sbarro.
Yeah.
There was the triangular box. I don't know if they invented
the slice box. Well, but it was very recognizable.
Yeah, I loved Sbarro, but then I as a child I loved Sbarro, and then I grew older and I sort of got over it, and then I had like a life-changing moment in like 2014. I was in the airport and I saw Sbarro had breakfast pizza, and I was like, "That's fucking gross, dude," and I never ate it again.
Yeah, I think that was a good move.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Year's resolutions.
To buy Storm the Capitol, the board game, available exclusively in limited quantities at TRUEANON.com on January 6th, 2024, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern.
My New Year's resolution is to stop hugging so much. But unfortunately, I can't put that into action until we've sold every copy of Storm the Capitol, the board game. It's available at TRUEANON.com, January 6, 2024.
We love you. Bye-bye.